Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video. This is the state of my collection. This is my 12 watch collection. This is my 12 cheap watch collection, which I consider is the base of my collection. I do have a few other pieces, but this is what I consider to be my base collection. And today I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to go through each one of those watches and share that with you. That's pretty much gonna be this video. So please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that like button as well if you like the content. And let's get started. So again, let's start by my Orient. This is my Orient Meca 2. This is probably my first watch that I bought, my first automatic, and it's probably my favorite watch of the entire collection. I do have watches way more expensive than this one, but still this watch has something that I don't know what it is, and I don't know, it has that when you're buying watches that, especially when you're looking for your first watch, especially when you're not into watches, you see watches differently. You're not that much pending about the specifications or the type of watch, but this watch hit me even before I knew much about watches, so I still liking it so much. It's probably my favorite watch, again, from my entire collection. That blue dial, it's like a vivid royal blue with a sunburst effect. It has the date, which for me, if you are not new to the channel, you know that date for me is almost a must in watches. Also has the date, and for me it's like a combination of all of the watches that you can find. You have the sunburst dial, you have the Arabic indices at 12, 6, and 9, which makes the legibility way easier, and also has the diverse bezel, but it's so subtle. It's not too big, not too thick. As you can see, it's very, very thin. So it's almost like if you, at least for me, pick everything I like from all type of watches: pilot, field watches, divers watches, dress watches, because the way the hour markers are kind of reminds you of a mix between a Daytona, mix between a Datejust maybe. So it's like pretty much a blend of all my favorite watches, and for me is stunning. Really, really nice watch. 200 meters of water resistance, screw down crown. What else can you ask? It doesn't have sapphire crystal, but that's something you can add in case you want. In my case, I do prefer mineral crystal because it's more resistant to, if you bump the watch against a surface, it's less likely to shatter. So that's what's up. Again, sapphire crystals are more scratch resistant, but this one is way more resistant in case of shatter. So the next watch, let's see. Well, it's also my Apple Watch, one of the watches that I wear the most, especially when I need to track any type of activity, my pace, my heart rate, everything. When I'm doing any type of exercise, this is the watch I'm wearing. I also love the fact that I can swap the bands so easily. This is one of the ones that I've been wearing the most lately. Very comfortable. It's very elastic, very comfortable on the wrist, and I think it matches really nice with my face that I have. I keep the screen turned off, even though you can have the always on display. Sorry about this one. I'll put this guy like this. You can have the always on display, but I keep it off so it doesn't bother me, doesn't distract me that much, especially when I'm work. But yeah, this is the watch that I use the most probably. And the next watch, I think, well, obviously this is a tool watch, like whatever I need, if I need to receive notifications while I don't have the phone at hand, or if I, anything you can pretty much do with this guy. This is a really tool watch. And the next tool watch I own is this guy right here, the G-Shock GBD 200. This is the perfect balance in between an analog and a smartwatch. It doesn't have heart rate, which is the only thing missing here, but for the rest it has pretty much everything. It has notifications, you can enable or disable them. It has a step counter, you can track your step while you're wearing it. Pretty much everything, right? It has 200 meters of water resistance, which is a lot. This is the watch I'm usually reaching every time I'm going to the beach, or if I'm gonna be in a deep pool. Whenever I want to have that peace of mind that I'm wearing, a very, very sturdy and reliable watch, this is the guy I'm reaching. Very nice profile. I think that type of inverted screen, I think, looks really nice. It's not that big. Those green accents for me are very, very cool to have. Very, very nice watch. The next watch, let's see let's continue with Casio, right? This guy right here. This is, I think, my cheapest watch from my collection, but I really, really love it. Still working. I just have it not active, so I can save some battery. But it's a stunning watch. The only thing I did on this watch was to replace the original strap that it comes with, because it's a bit more light. It's pretty much matches the tone of the hour indices. But this one I think is really, really cool. Bought it in my local downtown, but it's really, really cool how this watch looks. I think it's phenomenal, and for the price it's unbelievable how great this watch looks. This is curiously the watch I've received the most compliments on. People love this watch, and I kind of understand why. It's very subtle, very elegant, and the blue dial that it has with that slight sunburst effect is very, very nice. Also very elegant the way it has the hour markers with that Roman type of numeral at 12, 6, 3, and 9. I think is very, very cool. So let's continue with, let's keep it up with the type of kind of dress watches. This is the Sugess watch. I have the review of pretty much everything here you're seeing here available on the channel in case you want to check them in deep. This is a very special watch. This watch is from Sugess, is wearing a seagull movement, and that's the most interesting part about the watch, is that beautiful movement. As you can see, automatic, well, not automatic, but it's a mechanical chronograph, which is very, very unlikely to find for this price. Actually, the only reason this watch exists and you're able to buy this watch for less than $200 is because a Swiss company basically abandoned, or China took over the factory. I'm not sure what's the exact history. If you know the history, please let me know that in the commentary section below. But basically, it's a very, very very rare watch, and very special, rare movement to exist. And I do agree. I mean, look at that watch. If it's, I mean, could worth a couple of thousands of dollars easily. But the fact that this watch is being sold for less than $200 is still amazing for me. Very nice watch, very elegant piece. I think I owned this watch for over a year, I think. And as you can see, very elegant, very, very cool watch. I like the white dial. I think it's very nice piece to wear. Very versatile as well, I would think. Well, the other watch I own from China, I have a couple of those, but the other one would be this Pagani design. One of the first watches I bought as well. And it really kind of showed me what China offers for this little. This watch cost me around $80 if I'm not mistaken. And it was the first watch I received with a anti-reflective coating and sapphire crystal with those finishing on the case. Very, very nice, actually. If you think about it, even though Pagani is not the top notch of the Chinese watch manufacturer, it's a very nice looking watch. They did a good job. It's wearing a mechanical Meca-Quartz, I think it's called, VK63 from Seiko, which is, as you can see in at the 6 sub-dial, second hand, ticks just like a quartz watch, but if you start the chronograph, it starts just like a mechanical watch. So that's why they call it a Meca-Quartz. Very nice. Sign crown is aligned. In my case, at least, very cool profile. Very nice crystal. Again, it was my first kind of touch with the Chinese world of watches, and kind of showed me that step up in terms of finishing and quality for this little, which is very nice. If you think about it, this was, I think, a bit less than half of this watch, and the quality and finishing they try to give you is very nice. Next watch I do have with that exact same movement is this guy right here. Very special. I do have a review, of course, of this, as well as these other watches right here in deep, in case you want to check it out. But this is one of my favorite watches as well. That ice blue dial is just amazing. I really love it. I really like how it shines. That border you find in the sub dials, it's really, really cool to see and plays really nicely with the light and the color of the actual dial. That ice blue dial is very nice. I'm not sure if the bezel is ceramic or not, or if it's just steel painted with black. I'm not sure, but really looks cool and really looks like high quality. I really like this watch better than the Seiko speed timer, I believe they call it. I'm not a big fan. I saw that watch in person. I'm not a big fan of the distribution of the sub-dials, etc. And the case, I really don't like it because it's a bit like thick, and I don't like the aspect of the watch. I do prefer this one way better. Some people say this is more similar to the Rolex Daytona. I honestly don't care, and I don't find this watch that similar to the Rolex Daytona. I did think this watch has its own personality, and that's why I like it. I really love this watch. Again, one of my favorite watches. Very, very nice, very low profile. And I replaced the bracelet of the watch with the exact same bracelet that this guy right here is using, Heimdallr. Very nice quality, and really makes the watch. It's a really nice upgrade to the watch, definitely, and matches the case perfectly. So, very nice piece. I really do love this watch. and I already started talking about this guy. I'm gonna talk about this guy. This is the Heimdallr. This is the Tudor Black Bay 50A GMT Homage by Heimdallr. Amazing watch. I do love this watch. I have a review as well of this one. I replaced the clasp so I can adjust on the fly. This clasp is by St. Martin, as you can see. Very nice to operate. You can just adjust it on the fly. Very nice looking watch. I do love this watch. I commented on the review that I have about this watch that I like it more than the actual Tudor in this version, and the reason is basically because this is thinner. As you can see, it's thinner, is also smaller. This is 38 millimeters, which is very nice proportion compared to the original, which is 41 if I'm not mistaken. Also, that original Tudor has some known issues with the movement. You have a Seiko and H34 here. Obviously, those are not comparable movements, but you have a reliable movement here. You're not looking for, and also I think this is the most accurate mechanical watch I do have. Is moving in between plus minus 1 second per day, which is impressive. Again, for a price less than $200, I really do like this watch. I think the fact that they offered this much of a watch for such a good price, I do think is an amazing deal, and you can just enjoy it. Know that you have a reliable watch. Really good watch for me. I do enjoy it a lot. I really do enjoy wearing this guy right here. Let's continue with another GMT. This is wearing the exact same movement than the previous one. Curious fact is that I do find this watch not having a great performance with the movement, such as the Heimdallr right there. It's the Seiko SSK GMT. This is a very popular watch. I do really like it a lot. Something I don't like about this watch is the fact that even though the watch and the movement is you could say that is an in-house movement, this one is wearing the exact same movement and is way more reliable and accurate. Plus minus 1 seconds a day. This one guy is performing, I don't know, something in between plus 40 seconds a day, which is a bit annoying, but still a great watch for the price. I do replace the bracelet. I'm gonna you can check the review of this watch. In that review I left a link to the bracelet and clasp. I replaced both the clasp and bracelet so I can have it, I can adjust it on the fly. This is the same clasp as this one right here. Very nice clasp by St. Martin, very cool quality and very nice to operate as well. Very nice looking watch. I really do love the dial. I think this is my favorite colorway. They come in orange, they come in monochrome, black and gray. But I do think this is the best of all of them, especially because the way the light plays with this part of the dial at times look just like either black or really navy blue, deep navy blue, and at times when the light hits in a certain angle, you can see it's like a really shiny blue. I really do love that color way of the watch. The next watch I do have from this family is the Seiko 5. I think it's the SRPD 57, the correct reference if I'm not mistaken. Really nice watch. Again, I replaced the bracelet with a St. Martin bracelet. I think is a perfect match for this watch. I kept the original end link and I just use this. I think this is from the original bracelet as well. You can easily remove it from the original bracelet and adapt it so it fits this bracelet. Do have a review of this watch as well, and I have in the description. I'm gonna try to leave in the description the link of all the accessories I do have aftermarket for each one of these watches. I do think this is a must if you want to upgrade this watch. Really solid bracelet, as you can see. It's really thick, makes the watch feels substantially more heavy. The watch is already heavy, but it's like a really, really thick watch, really masculine, really sporty watch, and the bracelet just helps to bump that up. So I really do love the match in between the bracelet and the watch. Really cool watch. I do enjoy wearing it when I'm not wearing the Casio and I'm just want to have some cool adventure or have a reliable watch. I wear this guy. As you can see, the bracelet is a bit scratched because of the use. Not that much, actually. It's not too bad. More of this on this side, actually. But yeah, when I'm on an adventure and I want to have a reliable watch, I've been using this watch in pools and in the ocean a lot. Really reliable. I know there's a lot of people that say that they won't use this watch in the water because it doesn't have a screw-down crown. Just be okay with that, guys. Seiko says this watch has a 100 meters of water resistance, which is more than enough if you're gonna be wearing this in a pool or in the ocean and not gonna go for a scuba diving. I think you're gonna be more than fine. And I'm using it a lot in pools and not having any type of issue with it. Really lovely piece. I do like the color scheme. I think it's amazing. Really, really elegant. There's also that version that comes with the bezel in gold, not gold, but that gold color, and this part of the bracelet as well. I do prefer this one. I don't like the flashy watches. Prefer more this kind of stealth, not really stealth, but very subtle gold accents on dial and the bezel for most. And that's it. Very nice looking watch. The two missing watches are the old family of Seiko 5. This guy right here. Do really like it, even though I'm not been using it that much lately. This is the Seiko 5S and X. I'm not sure of the exact reference, but really nice. I also replaced the bracelet. This is from Rolami. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Really nice watch if you wanna have something more casual, not that sporty, and also smaller. This is, I believe, 37 millimeters in case diameter, but wears very nice on my wrist. Doesn't look that small. And I think with that bracelet is a must. I'm gonna be doing a review of this watch later. I don't think I do have a review for this already, but I'm gonna be doing it coming up. Very nice watch to have. The prices on this series of watches have been going up like crazy. I'm amazed how up has been the prices going up, especially for these watches. I think those are discontinued. Seiko already launched a new family for this specific reference, but I honestly don't like the new one, even though it had hand winds. This one doesn't have hand winds, doesn't hack, and I think it's only 3 ATMs of water resistance. The new one, I believe, is 100 meters of water resistance. But anyway, I do like this one way better. I do think the color scheme is way better. I do like the dial way better, the case better. I don't know. I think it's a really nice watch to have. And for me, I've seen a lot of people using different type of bracelets in this watch. For me, the ones that works are the Jubilee, this type of Jubilee bracelet, and the Oyster style bracelet. I'm gonna be trying the Oyster on this one later probably. I do really like how it looks on this guy, which is the last watch of my collection. This is not the latest in my collection. It's actually one of the earliest watches I do have. Wearing the Oyster in this case. I want to try the Oyster on that guy right there. But I do really like this watch. Also one of my favorites, even though I'm not using that much, along with the Orient Meca and this guy right here. And this one, these two, between probably, it's between these three, I would say, my favorite watches. And the reason I like this watch so much is because it's very easy to swap it on your wrist no matter what you're wearing that day. It basically goes well with pretty much everything. It pretty much goes well with every strap or clasp or bracelet, that you put on this guy. If you use a NATO strap, will look okay. If you use a leather strap, will look amazing. If you use an Oyster style bracelet, looks amazing. I also tried like a presidential style bracelet, that one that the Rolex Day uses, which is more, short here in every link. Look good, but I do think I do prefer this one way better. Actually, yeah, 100%. I do prefer the way this watch looks with this bracelet way better. I'm gonna leave a link in the description as well. I also replace in this case the clasp, so it adjusts on the fly. Very nice looking watch, and I think the prices of this watch have going up like crazy. The original price, I think it was around $70-80, something like that. I bought it for, I think, $110, $105, something like that. Nowadays it's around $180. At times I've found it at $200, which is very, very crazy. Pretty much double the price of this watch. I do love it. I really like that pattern of on the dial. Is amazing. That specific tone of gold, I do think, is crazy good looking. Really nice watch to have. And again, tip of advice here: if you wanna buy this watch, just go ahead and buy that bracelet as well. I think matches perfectly. I'm gonna be trying this Oyster on this guy right here. I've been trying different combinations. I do not like how this Jubilee style looks on this watch, but that's a matter of taste, I guess. But I'm gonna be trying that Oyster on this guy, on this watch later, and see if I like it better. For now, I do like the way it looks like it is. And if you think about it, I do have kind of smart watch collection in terms of how they pair. I do have two tool watches. Some people let's be clear, guys. Some people call this tool watches. Those are not. Those watches are just pieces of jewelry or accessories. Don't call those tool watches, please. Don't call any watch that is mechanical a tool watch. They do have complications. They do have function. That's fine. But let's be honest. Those are not tool watches. This is a tool watch. This is a tool watch. Everything else is just jewelry. And I'm a big fan of watches. Don't get me wrong. But let's just call the things by their name, right? So if you think about it, two kind of tool smart watches, two Seiko 5 watches that are more casual, two more dressy watches around here, two chronograph, two GMTs, and two divers over here. That's pretty much my collection. I think it kind of makes sense. I kind of like the way it's looking right now, but let me know if I should buy anything in specific, if I should get rid of anything specific. I'm thinking of getting rid of this guy right here. I'm not using it pretty much lately. Also maybe this one, I'm not been using it that much, even though I love how it looks. I'm just not wearing it that often. So who knows? Let's see how this watch collection continues in the future. Thank you so much guys for watching, and see you guys on the next one.